All right, welcome back. We are on video 2 of module 4, and this one is all around showing your demo. Someone is interested in what you have to say, and now it's time for you to get on a call with them and show them what you got. And we're going to show you exactly how to do that.
Yeah, it's called the 7-step demo process, which means that the heart of this is the demo that you're actually going to be doing. And still, step number 6 is demo, and still you're getting on a call with someone to do a demo, and still, I'm saying do not start with the demo. And the reason I'm saying do not start with the demo is because of a mistake that I made and many people make. I got on the phone with this guy. This is Mike Camel. He wanted to have chatbots, and so I got on the phone with him and I said, hey, Mike, look, this chatbot's going to make it easier for you guys to send more of your content to people and allow them to get more of your content without contacting you. Content without contacting. How do you like it? And he said, I don't. I said, why not? It just seemed like you guys were really eager to get on a call with me and have this chatbot set up fast. He said, that's not what we're trying to do. I said, so this whole thing that I've been showing you, not useful? He said, yeah, it's not. I said, what is useful? What were you excited about? Why'd you get on this call with me? Why'd you do the screen share with me? And he said, well, we have the service where we create growth tools and help people grow their subscriber base. And we have a team of salespeople who can talk to potential customers. And Andrew, what we want is the right people to get on calls or chats or somehow talk to our salespeople so that they can ideally hire us. And they're not going to hire us based on an email or a message or any of that. They need to talk to one of our people. They're experts at selling. That's why they're called salespeople. I said, oh. What do you need? He said, what we could really use is something that qualifies users, that asks a few questions, and anyone who satisfies our criteria, like they're spending a certain amount of money, they have a certain size, and we want them routed to a salesperson. And I said, oh, I wasted my time and his and misled him about what this could do, and I should have asked him. So you are not going to start with the demo because you are not just a bot consultant. You're not. You're there to help them with their business, and the chatbot is the way to help them with their business, but it's not the only way, and your idea of how a chatbot could work is not going to be right until you ask these 2 questions. Question number 1, write this down, guys. Question number 1, what is your biggest marketing goal? What is your biggest marketing goal? Think back to Mike. His biggest marketing goal is not to get more people to read their content. His biggest marketing goal was to understand who the right people were so that he could get them on with his salespeople. The more calls he gets his salespeople, the more he sells his service. So your first question is, what is your biggest marketing goal? You care about them. You're asking them a question before you show them what you've got. Number 2 is, what's keeping you from getting there? What's keeping you from getting there? And then you use the demo, then you use the rest of the conversation as a way of explaining how you could do it. So once you do that, once you get an understanding of where they are, then you do the demo. And at that point, you can show, and we highly recommend, I used to recommend that you do a screen share and you show them a bot and you walk them through it. What we found from our students is just when everything is set up right, you get on the demo and then something will go wrong. Something will go wrong. ManyChat will change something. Facebook will change something. Facebook will be down. ManyChat will be down. I don't know what it is, but even if it's for a second, if it happens while you're on a demo, you're going to regret it. So we recommend now that you just create a video ahead of time. We'll give you tools for doing it. Or frankly, many people just use this video. The video that you probably saw me use a million times, and we'll give this to you too. If you want it, you got it. What you're showing them is the basics of what a chatbot is in the context of marketing, and you describe it to them, and then we'll talk about what then happens. So you show them, look, here's a landing page. Somebody comes to it. You're offering a free thing. Don't worry. We'll create the free thing for you. We'll create this button for you. But when your user sees it and presses the button, boom, on their phone, as you can see on the right of your screen, and there it is again, you're going to see that they're greeted. It's going to specifically greet them by name. We'll always know their name. We'll never have the name wrong. And we'll ask them a question. Can I, when they press the button to say yes, we give them that thing immediately. And that thing is called a lead magnet, but my agency can create it for you. When they tap to see the lead magnet, we'll create for you. Obviously, what you're about to see is a demo, but when we create it and we give it to them, they could see it right there. They could read it. They could share it. They could save it for later. And it's all happening because of a chatbot. The key point here is immediacy and repetition. So the next day, if we want to, we'll send them another message. And the day after that, we'll send them another message. If you ever get an alert on your phone, you tap it, you open it. Most people do. And that's why we can see up to 80 and over, sometimes 80% open rates. Sometimes we'll see strong over 50% click rates, because when we send an alert, no matter what they're doing, they're going to want to tap on it, they're going to want to open it, or they're going to want to read it. And the reason that that people hire us, the reason that people work with professionals, is we know what to say so that they're excited after they tap it and not bummed and wondering why they ever subscribe to it. This is what a chatbot is. And we'll give you, by the way, this video so you can show it and demo it. But once you finish demoing, and keep that demo short, now it's collaboration time. You can collaborate with them on implementation. You can say things like, hey, Mike, you told me your goal was to get more people on the phone with your clients. I can think of a few ideas of how this would work, but now that you've seen my demo, now that you've seen that video, how would you use that? Let them come up with some ideas. The more ideas they come up with, the more they own the experience. The more ideas they come up with, the more you could be sure that the ideas actually fit in with what you're doing. A big question is, do I show ManyChat or not? I'm going to suggest you don't show your software, but don't hide it either. Don't feel like because it's ManyChat, if they go sign up for ManyChat, they could do it on their own. It's totally fine. I wouldn't show it because it's too confusing. I don't think that if I want someone to build my website, I don't need to see the app that they use to build my site. I don't need to see what their preferred text editor is for editing HTML. I don't need them hiding it like it's some kind of hidden treasure, but I don't need to see it. Same thing with your clients. Sell them also on the future of chatbots, not just today, but show them the vision of where it's going, the future of chatbots. Tell them there are 1.3 billion people on Facebook Messenger as of right now, every single month, and those numbers are higher and higher. Don't be afraid to take this screenshot. We got it from TechCrunch. You can take it directly from TechCrunch if you want. Show them that this Business Insider graph is pointing up for messaging apps like Facebook Messenger, and show them this is the future and this is where their people are. Sell them on actual cases, use cases. Let them know, look, people you respect, like Tim Ferriss, are doing comment tools right now where anyone who sees Tim Ferriss's video can comment and immediately subscribe to a chatbot. People like him are using it. Marketers like Derek Halpern are using it to ask questions and then get responses to people using chatbots. That e-commerce companies like Boom by Cindy Joseph are using it within their ads so that when an ad comes up like this and somebody presses send to Messenger, they're in the funnel. Tell them about all this stuff. Tell them about all this. Show them this is the future, and then tell them that if they want, you can build it for them. That's what we're looking for. Discovery, not sales. Demos, not pushiness. Discover what the client wants out of your chatbot and help them get it. All right, let's review. We got so much more to cover. We're going to cover it fast here, but let's review first. Number one, you're going to start by asking about their goals and obstacles. You're not there to sell right away. Number two, you're going to do a demo. Show them what this works. And number three, you're going to collaborate with them on how bots can overcome their obstacles. Whatever it is that's stopping them from getting their goal, you're going to help them with the chatbot. All right, next, let's talk about proposals and contracts. Many people, after you show them a demo, will say, okay, I don't want to do it myself. Can you do it for me? And so right there on the call, you can say yes and do it. Others will say, I want to think about this. If you tell them, look, this thing that we just collaborated on and I said I can help you with, do you want to sign up? If they say I need some time to think about, that's totally fine too. Either way, you're going to go to this step, which is the follow-up step. And that includes proposals and contracts. Tim, what software are we looking at here on the screen right now?
This one is by FreshBooks. And FreshBooks lets you make proposals and contracts all in one place. And go ahead.
This is a real FreshBooks account that we're looking at here.
Yes, yeah, it's an example of what your dashboard might look like when you send invoices and get paid and see how many outstanding money you have and so on. With FreshBooks, you can do things like create a proposal. It looks something like this, where you can have
a very bare bones proposal. Obviously, we didn't fill in the blanks, but we want you to see the blanks. Overview, scope of work. Oh,
definitely, yeah. It's all templates where you can add in like exactly what you're going to do. So you can add in, we're going to build one growth tool, messenger greeting, full sequence, and so on. Give a timeline and more. But using software like FreshBooks or also software like PandaDoc, which also lets you create really awesome proposals using their templates, will help you send the right information to the client after they want to work with you.
I'm seeing more and more of our graduates use these proposal software. I don't think the first time that we taught this that we recommended it, but I'm seeing enough people use it that I now have to say this is a great way to follow up. PandaDoc especially gives you templates that will make you look good when you're following up with the client. They'll show you how to send out a proposal where everything is clear and how to get a signature. I think that they already have e-signature on their proposals, which means that when someone signs, that's it. They're committed to working with you under the terms that you have in there. And so you can bank on it and go on. But more than that, it makes you look good. FreshBooks doesn't have the same beauty of design, but still is very functional, and they focus on simplicity. They don't have e-signature, but they do have an acceptance button, which is, as far as I'm concerned, if you're working with a client who is set to pay you and honestly wants to work with you, that's a strong connection to them and a strong obligation that when they press that button. The important thing is that you follow up and let them know clearly what you're going to do and what you're going to pay. And I highly recommend, even if you're an artist, that you can create a beautiful invoice using whatever software you like, or somebody who loves to use Microsoft Word and can create your own invoice. Do not do that. Use software to do it. The reason is people are inevitably going to forget to send you money. With invoicing software, I found if I set it and then I set it to follow up with people who didn't pay, I'm much more likely to get paid, because I have a hard time when a client doesn't pay me, especially if, we're taking a little bit longer to create the product for them than expected because they have more changes than we wanted. I have a hard time saying, hey, you forgot to pay. By using software, I don't have to say, hey, you forgot to pay. The software follows up and says, you press the button, you committed to paying, it's due now, and here's the button for you to pay using a credit card or wire. Okay, so use software that creates proposals and also sends invoices. All right, we got to go. So much more to cover. What we've covered so far is for most people. What we have found by talking to our graduates, and here are two of our graduates, Kelly and Mary, came to San Francisco. We actually flew Kelly in because she won a contest to create one of the best looking chatbots in the class. And one of the things that they helped us understand, along with other graduates, is that when you want to go after the whales, the big clients, you have to do a little bit more. And here's one thing that we learned from them. Create a custom experience for them. This is something based on actually Nick Julia, who you'll see in a little bit. What he did was something that looks like this. This is, again, Michael Hyatt. I have no business relationship with Michael Hyatt. I just like him a lot, and so I use him in these demos because I feel inspired by him. But imagine if you're Michael Hyatt and you get an email that says, Michael, I built this custom for you. I spent some time building you your own chatbot. You have one of the most personable online presence that I know. I think this will help your readers connect with you more, and it can help you sell more books. And look at that link to video walkthrough of the bot that I built you. Would you be interested in a fully working, fully functioning version of this? Imagine if he got that. Let me show you what that would look like. And then I'll show you how we built that for him. Here it is. Look at this. On the left is his website. His desktop. On the right is his phone. Imagine if he comes to the landing page. Look at that. It popped up with his roadmap book, and he presses the button, because how can he not? And once he presses the button, look at what happens on the right. His phone gets an alert. He gets this message. It says, hi, I'm Michael Hyatt's chatbot. Can I use this chat window to give you the ebook I promised and stay in touch? All the things that you learned in previous modules. Person presses the button. In this case, it would be Michael who presses it. And then there, tap below to get it. He taps it, and there it is, a beautiful roadmap, a beautiful guide, a beautiful PDF. How do I know it's beautiful? Because he made it. All I did was take his idea, his work, and put it into a chatbot. Imagine if he got that. How could he not pay attention to it? And it's custom, right? But it's also something I know he's going to like, because I went to his website and I saw that what he has on his website is this message that says, stop drifting and create the life you've always wanted. There's a button right there to get it. I pressed the button. I got the email. There's his actual image. And when I pressed to get the guide, download here, that's where I got the thing that you just saw in the chatbot. So all I did was take what he had. Now, did I have to work forever to build it? No, because what I did was I worked with templates. And specifically, I went to ClickFunnels. And again, you could replace these tools with any tool that you want. This is landing page software, ClickFunnels. You can do this using lead pages. You can do this using anything that you want. I happen to go to ClickFunnels because we've got a relationship with them. They sent their certified graduates to learn about chatbots from us at Bot Academy. So here's how easy it is. I found a template right there. I customized it by, uploading his image and writing some text at the top. And here's what it looked like before on the left. Here's what it looked like after I did it. And you now know how to do this stuff because you've been following along with our course. Once it's done for one person, it's so easy to hit that clone funnel button and create it for the next person. So I want to create one for Tim Ferriss, I can do that. I want to create one for Noah Kagan, I could do that. I want to create one for another client, I could do that. Once you have it, you could create a clone of the whole landing page. And yes, you have to adjust some things on it. You adjust the thing that you're offering. You adjust the name at the top, but you've got a template now. And you click clone funnel and you've got it. Going back to ManyChat, you know how to do this, right? Because you've learned how to create a button. So you create your button. You know that once you create something like this, I basically take his photo off his website. I take his PDF off his website. You now know how to do that. All I have to do once I do it once is get that content and duplicate it, clone his content. And that's how I end up with something that he can see that feels unique and feels personable. Now, I would often send him the actual landing page, but what I learned from Nick Julia is it might just be easier to create a video. And so what you saw me show was a video. And to do that, you can use software from Telestream. I happen to use it. It's called ScreenFlow. TechSmith, Camtasia is great for Mac and PC, or Loom. There's a free version of it, and frankly, that's what Nick uses a lot. That's what he used to create his videos. But that is what you could do when you go after the whales. All right, let's get into your action items so we can continue. We've got so much more to cover here and so little time. Tam, you want to take the action items?
Oh, yes, definitely. Action item number 1 is to prepare your demo for your first client. You want to walk into the meeting prepared and have everything ready to go. Mm-hmm. And the obvious next step is number 2, demo to your client. Do the demo to the best of your ability and know that it's not going to be perfect the first time you do it, but the more you practice, the more better you'll get. And last but not least, we want you to ask for the sale. This can be extremely nerve-wracking and can make myself anxious at times when I got to ask them if they want to work with me. But you have to ask for what you want. So ask for the sale, do the demo, and you'll be on your way.
Yep. And one easy way to, and we can, of course, in our group talk about different ways to ask for the sale, but one easy way to ask for the sale is to say, this is what I'm starting to do for clients, or this is what I do for clients. If you like, I can take everything that I just showed you and build it for you. Once you show them the demo and collaborate on how they could possibly use it, it becomes easier to transition to that sale. All right, but we can talk more about it in the group. Let's move on to the next module.